Speaking of Steve, I will turn it over to you for all of the foibles this week in boxing.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Bellew of the Week for episode 422. Do let me if my sound goes funny. The young lad is streaming. He will be dealt with when Bellew of the Weeks is finished. I'll tell you what, I've had loads of Bellew of the Weeks come in.
87th trimester abortion.
13 years too late for that. I love a good abortion gag. Thank you for that, Matty. Anyway.
I'm glad to say gag after that, Steve.
Well, you know, it's getting late. Bellew of the Week's quite a few clips, video clips and offerings. If I don't get to yours, then I do apologise. I've got so many sent in. We'll start off with this one. Ben has sent this to me. I haven't watched it beforehand, so I will be watching it as live as you will. It's Eubank talking about Billy Joe Saunders. Let's lead us in with a bit of Chris Eubank Jr.
I'm getting the worst hate mail I've ever had in my...
You know, get carried out the ring, brother. Get carried out the ring. You know, it's not all give knocking people unconscious and then your eye goes and then you want to get out. You know, I've got all the time in the world for Triple D and he can come again, but it's going to take a long road back from that.
Here we go, Billy Joe Saunders. Laying
the
it down.
long road on the short bus.
Good old Billy Joe. It is the Bellew of the Week, of course, and everyone's wondering what Toney Bellew has to say about last night.
Sorry, Steve. Anthony Bellew, isn't that right, Andy?
I'm sorry, yes.
Anthony
Bellew.
Yeah, Rick. It's Anthony, yeah, sorry.
Anthony
Bellew. My haters railed up. It's not Tony, it's Anthony.
Anthony.
Quit dead naming the poor bastard.
Everybody's wondering what Anthony has to say. Well, we have exclusive footage of Anthony dissecting Billy Joe Saunders last night. So let's listen to hear what Anthony has to say.
Gutted. I'm trying to hold back, but you can't stop, man. You can't stop. I'm sorry. You can't lie to me. You just can't stop.
That was a Kell Brook fight against Earl Spence, I'm sure.
That's what he's got. Well, at the end of the day, he's a man of truth. That's what he's got to say, boys.
Yep.
He seems truly distraught over the whole thing.
Anything to add there, Ben?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you then. It all broke off.
Oh,
I can hear you fine. That might be on your end, Ben.
All right, okay. Well, hopefully you'll be able to hear me for this first nomination. It's for Yuriorkis Gamboa. He's been keeping himself busy on Twitter, promoting the Eliza hands-free male masturbator, the top one hands-free male masturbator with 5 thrusting modes and 3 sexy female moans. Find a shower masturbator for you at Sahimi right now.
I tell you, I said it before. I don't know about it, but if it comes with a microwave, I might be in.
Yeah.
You
you guys laugh, but I see that it says it's for the shower. And what I found is that you work hard in the shower, you can get a little bit dizzy, and then you risk falling in the shower. This is really a solution for men who worry about head trauma from masturbating in the shower.
Should have gave it to that lad that was fighting Carl Frampton that time.
Shout out to Andreas Gutierrez. Flying on through, Josh Taylor, welcome to the team. German Donor UK, great to have you with me on my journey to becoming undisputed champion. Doner Kebab for Josh Taylor there. Ricky Gravel is nominated.
I wish they'd sponsor us.
I actually had German Donor. It's fucking nice.
There you go, endorsement from Ben Faruqi. Ricky Gravel has endorsed Ashley Theophane after seeing Billy Joe Saunders handled Canelo. Sweet Hands Plant will be confident he can do the same and be victorious, says Ashley, who has blocked me, but I got the screenshot anyway. Toby Hines has nominated Gary Julio. Julio was responding to Gabe Rosado. He says, broken eye socket. I'd like to see you fight with a broken eye socket. Rosado said, I did versus Lemieux. I had a broken orbital bone and detached retina. I never quit. I'm cut from a different cloth, Andy.
Yeah, I love that one actually. It's just like pipe down, pal, pipe down. This is what it goes back to actually about what I was saying. Okay, the fans are not getting called out. Shut your mouth. You've never fought before. But see when the pro fighters pipe up, guys like Gabe Rosado and Regis Prograis and a few others that I've been seeing there actually. Why is there no call out? Why are they not getting called out for like saying that he quit?
He was on a winner there. He was on a winner there until he said, "I'm cut from a different clothes." But see, you try to spell clot if you're fucking broken. You've got a broken orbital bone. You know what I mean?
Another thing, as I say, I'm going to throw it out again. everybody and their auntie and stepbrother had a go at Victor Ortiz for quitting against Marcus Maidana. He got in the ring and he said afterwards, I don't deserve to be taking that type of punishment. That was his exact words, and everybody slated him for it. It wasn't until he fucking won the world title against was it Berto, I think it was, in a great fight. He showed his balls that night, by the way, and he started getting his respect then, and he shot the bed against fucking Floyd.
To Ortiz, shout out. Michelle Joy Phelps, nominated by 7 Day Bryce. Billy didn't quit. He's been seriously injured. Anyone who knows him would know he'd never quit. Mad repecked to Canelo, who continues to prove what an amazing fighter he is. He's generally pound for pound number one. Now on to Canelo versus Plant. Thank you for that unbiased opinion.
And he's cut from a different clothes as well.
Rising like a phoenix, it's Gareth A. Davis. He knows an IND. His favourite Ebony obviously suffered one. Captain Chunk 17 boys has nominated Gareth. I had Saunders well up in the fight before he did not answer the bell for the 9th round. His eye damaged after 2 huge uppercuts in the 8th from Canelo. Nomination, Andy, for the Gad.
Yes, without doubt. Well up suggests something ridiculous. Like, what, 8-0?
You know, the media situation in boxing, and I say this as a member of the media, is fucking disgraceful. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. It's shameful, really. It is. It needs fucking a complete overhaul.
It's just kiss-ass crew, by the way. I mean, back in the day, people were actually, as I keep saying it, were afraid to speak to journalists because they would just put the hard questions to you, call it as it was. But nowadays, it's all the kiss-ass crew, and if you dare say something negative about someone, by the way, you're taking food out their mouth, or you're calling them a hater and all that sort of shit. It's just chaos.
Was it, Steve, was it Harry Mullen that they were all scared of?
Harry Mullen, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now look at it, no one promoters not scared of anybody.
George Kimball was the same.
The way they came out to defend Saunders so quickly, when they've been so quick to throw everybody else and different fighters under the bus, it's like Brits never quit unless they're promoted by a different fucking outfit, and we're never going to all fucking have a synchronized attack where we fucking all come out. We've got about 12 different opinions now from the same usual recruits on IFL this week saying Saunders didn't quit. Well, whether he didn't quit or he quit, he's been afforded a lot more fucking leeway than a lot of fighters that went before him that went out in the same circumstances. Like, so
it's back on the subject. In defense of Gareth, I think anything he's watching right now might be interrupted with scenes of a phoenix rising. So
he's in the shower right now, Matty. I think.
Yeah, he's got the Yuri Orca special on express delivery.
And next one here, let's cut to a video clip, shall we? This is Asgi talking before the fight. The oracle that he is, Mr. Asgi, who predicted a quit. I tell you what, people laughed at him. They're not laughing now.
Remember, I'm saying this. He's going to make Canelo quit. Remember, I'm saying this.
You've said it for a while. So do you think? Why do you think Canelo will quit? Let's start there. Why do you think Canelo will quit?
Out of pure frustration, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Did you watch when Team Canelo walked past Team Saunders?
And they called them pussies. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Canelo break like that? Round 9. Round 9, he can't take no more. Humiliated. He gets schooled early, tries to go for the kill round 5, 6, realizes he can't do it. Billy Joe steps up the gas, intimidates him in his face, and I think Canelo says, you know what, I've had enough.
And he spoke that delusion, by the way.
Who is that fat guy?
That's Asgi. He's a part of. You know what? Asgi's actually a nice guy, and he's part of Team Fury, and he's part of Billy Joe's team as well. And if you listen to that full interview, shout out to Ames for doing it. He actually drops a few little gems of knowledge in there because he talks about all the bullshit that went on when Klitschko and Fury fought in Germany and all the sort of things that happen with the ring and the padding and all those things. And he has got a wealth of knowledge in that respect. Granted, that take was crazy, but but he is actually a sound guy.
Yeah, shout out to Take Ames. Jim McDonald Boxing says, listen to Boxing News TV, lads. Our very own Take Ames asks some good questions. So he does. I've said it before, and I'll say it again in a few years. Ames will be the best of the bunch when it comes to those YouTube interviews.
I think Ames would be a good cross-examiner.
Yeah, he knows where the bodies are buried anyway.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about.
One day we'll be like, hey, we know that sellout. He was a great guy. Nah, just kidding.
They all sell out in the end. Oscar De La Hoya, buena suerte, good luck, even though you talk shit. I will always root for you in our Mexico, he said to Canelo.
Oh, for fuck's sake. He must have been on the
Get
gear.
in there and be rough and tough with him.
Well, here, what about this one, Rob, from Terry Woodfine? After his cameo on Trillo, it appears Oscar cannot get off the mic now, or the Class A, for that matter, going full mariachi, Cinco de Mayo, Rob.
That's the fucking accent we
Barely
need to
speaks
see.
Spanish to the cunt. He barely speaks Spanish.
And he barely speaks English. It's really frustrating.
Oh man, Oscar. Fucking hell. Who's he fighting on June the 9th? Didn't Dana White block the potential boxing match with George St. Pierre? So that's where that one's that's the final destination for Oscar. Fucking hell, man. Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico. Isaac Warrior Lowe jumping in before the fight with some prescient words, I thought. 4 hours to go before Billy Joe Saunders shocks the world. And if anyone from UK, I don't, but they are on the break. But the disappointment and disgrace. Tell you what, makes a good point there.
Oh, fuck me.
Some of these tweets make me feel like I'm higher than I am.
Put the bong down in my
I swear.
empty the hash and just put some heroin in that. That's what you got to do, mate. Then you'll get there.
Then you
I've
come up
tried
with a
to
fucking
look at
scorecard like
that.
some of them last night.
Gary Davis, eh?
What do you think, Ben? Stick that for your Google Translate, see what comes out the other side.
Exactly. Well, yeah, Google doesn't translate gibberish, does it? I tried for ages to figure out what he was trying to say. I still haven't got a fucking clue what he's on about.
Andy, one from you, female Canelo fan, giving the fingers to Andrade.
I wish I actually managed to get the picture because there was a woman sitting there next to the guy with the red jacket on, and Booby's getting at the big fucking thump puss, and she's went like that. Big Canelo fan, get it fucking up, yeah.
Boo boo!
Boo boo! Get the fuck out of here! I tell you, but Canelo sounded like a fucking mafia G there last night, wasn't it? Yeah, get the fuck out of here!
I don't know if his tough talking in English is working for me. You know, I'm a big voice critic, as you know yourself, with that. Get the fuck out of here, man. Dude, oh, yeah. He's like one of the gremlins or something, honey. Yeah.
It's time for that DMX tribute, Steve.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking mad bastard.
You can see any distance in himself from him last night, couldn't you? He's like, boo boo, not now, man. Get the fuck shit. I'm here with Canelo. I've only got one fight left, man. Get the fuck out of the room, will you? What are you doing, boo boo?
I've got my hand on his cock here. Get the road.
Who's going to wear that
depressing when you-
t-shirt, you fucking idiot? Only you and LB. Get out of this fucking press conference.
I think Craig Shuttleworth was the one who nominated this one. Bellew of the Week for Michael Buffer, not knowing anything about fighters, calling Canelo a 5-time world champion. And Jerry Jones for calling Saunders Sanders had me chuckling, says Craig. This might get you chuckling as well, Craig, if you're listening, which no doubt you are. Another one from the weekend. Which one should we go on to? What about Kate Abdo? She was on the Zone. Her and Roy Jones ended up airing a bit of personal information. Let's hear what they had to say on the Zone.
I also want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers tomorrow, because tomorrow is Happy Mother's Day to you too if you have a kid.
I don't have any yet, actually,
Well.
Ro. It's a point of soreness, but I appreciate you anyway. Thank you very much. That was a nice way to end it. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who's out there.
Well, if all she wants is a child and there's nothing else involved, I mean,
Tommy Allen
throw
was
my
waiting.
hand in that fucking ring.
Tommy Allen was waiting to busting up there, but Matthew Macklin must have tricked there, like.
Ryan Garcia's senior super sperm, maybe, I think, wasn't that the famous comment from a few weeks ago? Poor Kate. Oh, I like her, actually. I think she's good value. Ring Guy Kickboxing Talk has been nominated by Ben Thorns. Not trolling, but what's up with British fighters getting their faces broken in? Gavin Courtney came in and said there are quite a few places in the UK where fluoride is added to the water in areas of high tooth decay. All areas up north where
Oh, fuck off. Drink your milk. That's what you got to do. Drink your milk.
where Billy Joe Saunders and Kel Buck is from. He then admits Saunders is a London boy. No fluoride added here. Maybe he swallows his toothpaste.
Jesus. The conspiracy never ends with this guy.
Kevin Courtney, PhD, THD. You was nominated Kugan Cassius for doing multiple interviews, slating Dubois the morning after, but now doing everything to defend Billy Joe Saunders. Bad form.
That's what happens.
Says
You
you.
got mates who runs one of the biggest channels in boxing, I suppose.
There you go.
It's not good, man.
Time for another clip. This was from last week, sent in by Steve, NUFC, over on Twitter. Eddie Hearn was talking about Staffron, or Strap-on as I call him, who was fighting against James Tennyson. Eddie had a little tall tale about Straffon. Sounds like he's quite the background, the Mexican fella.
But apparently, and just in case I'm wrong, I apologise on this, we may cut it out if I find out it's wrong. This kid comes from the toughest of places. I had the story that at 6 years old, he was an alcoholic on the streets of Mexico, Straffon.
That's 6.
Right? Yeah. And
Fuck off.
Okay. No, but by the way...
Is he Tony just said that? What? He just said what I said.
Look, he's
Tony just repeated what I said.
by the age of 8.
Sorry, Anthony. Anthony just repeated what I just said there. What's within seconds if you just said it? Fuck off.
By 9, he had committed his first rape.
By 12, he was in
11, he got out of the Mexican prison after stabbing 3 guards in the neck with a shiv.
Yeah.
At which point he assumed a new identity, moved to Tijuana, and started boxing following the donkey shows, where he cleaned up the donkey sperm each night so he could have a place to sleep. It was a tough road, but one that he will always have taken to get him to this
Not
moment.
having that, mate. Not having that.
Even Tony wasn't believing that one.
Fuck off, Eddie, mate.
Alcoholic at 6-year-old. Jesus Christ.
Haven't y'all seen the pictures of the videos of the 3-year-old Filipinos smoking though? I don't know.
Yeah, just driving a taxi, packing of fags, fucking fag behind his ear, just fucking
You'll
spinning
see
the
that
wheel
next
around.
week
You've
when Eddie
seen
brings one
Temple-
over to fight Kieran Conway or something.
You motherfuckers have seen Temple of Doom. How old was Short Round? How old was Short Round? You tell me.
You know what's disconcerting to me here, Steve, is Anthony Bellew just agreed with us at the same fucking time.
I told you the cut list is in.
Usual Coney, rather than Usual Tony, is nominating Billy Joe Saunders in an interview with Gareth A. Davis, I think it was back in 2018 in the Telegraph Sport. I would rather die on my way to a fight than lose in the ring. The exclusive interview with Billy Joe Saunders. Talking of exclusives, Rob, you threw this one to me on WhatsApp during the week. After I've played it, you can let us know what's going on here.
Right then, Rita Ora is going to show me how to throw some uppercuts in rapid speed. Is that right? Is that right?
Obviously.
Right, let's do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Right then, Rita Ora is going to show me how to throw some uppercuts in rapid speed. Is that right? Is that right?
Obviously.
Right, let's do it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Played twice for some unknown reason, Rob. What's going on there?
Well, I thought. Well, I didn't want to bring it up just because of that. I thought David's had a tough week there last week with the Chisora fight nearly being off, and it just made me think of happier times for David when totally nothing was going on there, clearly, other than some friendly training, strengthening her upper core.
Can I just say something? Actually? I actually started reading his autobiography here just to start the week there, written by Elliot Warsaw. And believe it or not, Elliot actually mentions in the book that he's got a wandering eye and breakups with the wife or the ex and Natasha, I think his wife's name was and stuff. Apparently she kind of like clocked his stuff on the laptop. So it's a old saying, champion and pussy, it goes together, you know.
Listen, I'm a big fan of the Haymaker. I just want to go back to happier times for him.
Yeah.
He's got a wandering eye. Stiff competition this week with Billy Joe Saunders off for Value of the Week as well. The old wandering eyes.
You savage bastard.
I just want to do it.
Steve's got that savage way just dropping in a wee brutal.
That was fucking brilliant.
Calm way he says it as well. He just casually drops it in.
Fucking dry as fuck. He just drops it in there, you bastard.
Drier than a nun's clunge, as Kevin Byrne, friend of the show, also in the chat tonight, once said. So there you go. Shout out to you, Kevin. Good to see you. Man like Chin, Bellew of the Week for the judge that scored that fight for Kieran Conway.
Hey, I almost won $60 if that 95, 94 card went to
Oh, the
Conway.
Grace.
Oh man, I almost got it. There's no upside with Sissoko, whatever his name is. None.
And Joe Kennedy nominating Big Fat Dan. My guy loaded these fleece pockets to the brim with shit. Looks like he's got.
Open your mind.
It's a good reminder that the all-you-can-eat buffet, the sign doesn't say all-you-can-eat here. Line your pockets and
everybody does it.
Meal.
We all do it, Matty. Come on.
Take the rolls.
Oh,
Take the rolls.
I can imagine he's got a couple of roast patties in his fucking pockets later on, you know. Fuck's sake.
Take the towels to the hotel, too.
Yeah,
Take them.
As he takes his hands out of his pockets, filled with baguettes, to write on his laptop about how fighters don't have heart and whatnot.
I know, hang on. Billy Joe Saunders fans are going on about how he got robbed in the cars last night. Fucking Darren Raffles been robbing the fucking...
Robbing the buffet. He's the one who fucked up the buffet.
Probably snorted it.
You could say, boys, I've saved the best for last here. I've got a couple to play us out. First of all, this is right up your street again, Rob. We'll go with Floyd. Have a listen to this, everybody. It's getting a bit brutal. You think I'm brutal? Wait till you hear to Floyd and is it Logan Paul, Jake Paul, one of them. On a back and forward here, boys. Here we go.
I know what he did to the country of Japan. I know what he did to Japan. So guess what? You have to pay for what you did to Japan.
Is this you trying to rally an entire country around you?
So,
well, I know what you did to your wife.
One thing about
me. Floyd's 50-0. Nah, he's 51-1. He beat his wife too.
He's entitled to feel how he want to feel. Say what he want to say.
Let's go there.
What the? Why was?
McGregor didn't even go there, by the way.
That motherfucker might have just bloodied his face a little bit more. Fucking another month from now.
Why is Floyd wearing the fucking Ireland Italian 90 tracksuit on the stage?
Why the fuck is Floyd going to be like a hobo by with that hairdo and the fucking beard? Get it shaved off.
It's just
big fan of Jack Charlton.
It's just
Floyd. British hair clinic.
It's just weird when you like hear an American saying like we're gonna do something for somebody for what they did to Japan. Like we're both Americans, we have no place here. Oddly speaking, also, if you look at the Japanese flag, it is technically also a pie graph of all the countries the United States has nuked.
He's like, we ain't gonna talk about Hiroshima. That's in the past. But what you did to Japan?
What the fuck did he do to Japan?
He dropped
He went to that suicide forest, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took the piss out of, like, well, I don't know, he was not very respectful.
He filmed in the suicide forest, didn't he, I think? Nice chaps, these YouTubers. Nice chaps. Okay, here we go, boys. It's going to take a hard one to beat this, but let's have a look, shall we?
I said to him before I did this, I only care about you.
Ready?
Come on, Billy. Up the gypsies. Come on. Fucking pull his head off, the fucking dosser.
Wow.
That rivals Devin Alexander's anus comments, by the way.
That's Bellew of the Year territory, man.
That fella with the Conor Bain tattoos fucking snapping now, man. He didn't think of that one.
That's shocking, man.
What would go through your mind to get that done?
Tears coming in my eyes, actually, just laughing at that there. Jesus, stop it, please.
What was going through that guy's mind? A lot of things, Steve, I think.
Probably a fucking fair bit of beak.
I'm going to say the wind probably blowing through it. Oh, dear, mate.
Yeah. Steve, I've got a few, but I don't think I'll beat that one, mate. But I'll throw in Chris Eubank Jr. for saying that if Kennel wants a Brit to give him a real fight, I'm ready and waiting. I think we all know how it's going to go.
He's still waiting.
I'm still waiting. Just locate his fucking pen. That's all he's got to do anyway. You got Gareth A. Davis for his comments. Eddie Hearn. Why the fuck is he going to be here thinking that he's in control of making Canelo against Khalid Plant, by the way?
See last night when they were like, Eddie, we want to bring you in here. And he goes to step in. They were like, talking about Eddie Reynoso. He's like fucking hanging out on the side in his fucking pajamas. The fucking dickhead. Trying to hand Canelo a bottle of water. Hey, yeah, mate. Hey, oh, thirsty? Look. Yeah.
Sugar Hill Stewart for saying that Saunders should go for the KO and don't try and outbox Canelo. So clearly both with their work for Saunders, actually, to be honest with you. Triller for offering amnesties through the 1st of June, I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
For piracy lawsuits. Listen, Triller, if you listen, I streamed 10 minutes of it, so you can come and get your 10 minutes worth of me. Go fuck yourself. And Steve, these are ones that I meant to mention them last week, actually. One for Nick Holland. He was raging, calling people internet goons, right? So these will be the people who complained about the state of his commentary on Sky that got him and Jim Watt sacked, you know. So I thought that was funny. And plus, DAZN for the Katie Taylor fight last week, saying that Katie Taylor is a trailblazer for women's boxing in the UK, Europe, and beyond. With disrespect to the Irish was fucking brutal there, like.
I would agree with that. I concur with that. Trailblazer all over the planet.
Which beyond do they speak of?
Fucking Pluto, man.
Beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall. Aye, so Steve, listen, that
winter is coming.
That's my one's mate. So that Saunders tattoo is the one that's my winner this week, like without doubt.
Oh dear. Rob, any nominations from you?
Oh yeah. This James Toney and fucking Shannon the Cannon Briggs thing is real. Tony's back in training. So the Cannon had some. He had a series of Instagram posts, to be honest with you, directed at James Toney, and Toney likewise backwards. But one of the highlights for me, one of the highlights is skunk mixed with hot, fresh stink shit, a dirty old combat boot, and a rotting dead whale. Bologna fried rice, Toney, mumbling mustard. Let's go, champ. So this is the gift that keeps on giving.
We just need Riddick Bowe to get joined in on this one.
Steve, Rob, it's a pity you never had the screenshot of fucking James Toney, Shannon Briggs with the tits.
I was going to say that one.
Oh, yeah. It's given up.
I can't wait.
I was trying to block that out, Andy, to be honest with you.
I kind of hope this makes it onto a Triller card just because there'll be a press conference or something, and I could just see it now. Like, Mr. Toney, what do you think about the fight coming up with Mr. Briggs? The translator? Oh, he said he's happy for the opportunity and he hopes to perform well on Saturday night.
I hope if that fight does happen on Triller, I hope that Triller have a studio with a load of ramps in it. So the next time that Toney and Briggs are brought into the arena, they can roll them up in the wheelchairs that one of them is inevitably going to end up in if this fucking fight goes ahead. Did anyone see the footage of James Toney trying to train during the week, man? He looks like he's about a fucking week away from a stroke, and I'm not sure James Toney is a legend.
Fucking hell, man.
But man, it's sad, like, and someone has to stop this shit. Like,
but you know what?
Stop it.
I actually heard during the week that it's not Toney versus Shannon that they're trying to actually make. It's Shannon Briggs versus Roy Jones that they're trying to make in Atlanta.
Fuck off with that as well. Fuck's sake. You want to kill Roy, are they? They want to kill him eventually. Just fucking keep him going like a fucking gamecock. Just keep rolling him out till he dies in the ring. Like, what
Kate Abdul would kill him the new for a baby.
Woo!
I'll take Roy Jones over 50-year-old asthmatic.
Who's juiced to the fucking tits, for fuck's sake. Walking around like a fucking... He's just going to explode green fucking gunk out of his veins, Shannon the Cannon. Like, look at the fucking shape he's in. Like, let's go, champ. Fuck out of here. Oh.
Any from you, Ben?
I think you know what? Like I said, Asgi's a nice guy, but on his Twitter feed, he scored the first 3 rounds of Canelo Saunders 10-10. So there's that one as well.
Anyone can get it, Ben. Anyone can get it.
Shoot from him.
Fucking 10-10s.
Bad, really bad, man.
Yeah, well, I'll ask you into the mix. Macho, any nominations from you by the week? 422.
Oh, no, I think you covered it off. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I sit here and go, why the fuck do I follow this sport? I mean, what a clusterfuck. What a clusterfuck. I mean, it's an absolute lawless, rogue, fucking outlaws, cowboy state. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, what a sport! Unbelievable.
Any week where fucking Floyd Mayweather punching Jake Paul in the fucking tunnel of the Miami Dolphins fucking football arena because the kid stole his hat. Yeah, because the kid stole his hat, no cap. Fucking.
And it wasn't even the craziest thing that happened this week. That's the thing. It's just
exactly.
unbelievable.
And then this fella just comes up with his tattoo, and you're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Thing is,
about that tattoo though, I don't want none of that smoke. I mean, if I see that guy, I love that tattoo because if you're going to get that done, fair play to you. Like that's a great tattoo. I want no beef with that guy. Absolutely sound. Great investment. Great money spent. Love that tattoo. No problem with it whatsoever.
Matty, any nominations from you?
Yeah, I have to give one for Tyson Fury's shirt that he wore last night. We got that one on the Facebook page, and he looks like he's coming back from Fire Island or Carnival or something. He raided the closet of Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia selling his own clothes from his clothes line. Okay, then, boys, let's get it wrapped up then, shall we? I think it's going to be hard to beat Andy on going for the tattoo, Billy Joe Saunders tattoo. It wasn't even well done. What would go through your mind to have that done, man?
Absolutely not, mate. I mean, I've seen some crack. I've seen a guy getting a totally unrelated, football related actually. So sorry to Top Notch, who's going to get a fucking offended. Fuck you. Stephen Davis for Northern Ireland got his face put on this guy's back. It was quality artwork. That just looks like fucking EF level.
Still a terrible
tattoos,
decision.
Man.
Still an awful decision.
What? No, as Macho says, fair play to the guy. Clearly not a man to be messed with. Clearly got the full shilling, and isn't it all short of a pizza or anything like that. Clearly the fucking full bob, and to top it off, playing God Save the Queen.
And it was very graphic as well. He had to behead him. He didn't want to just show him beating him. He had to cut his head off.
Aye.
Mexican
Like
revenge, Mexican cartel style.
David Hayes, in the
What's that about? David Hay, good man, David.
Matty, you like a bet. What's the over-under as you betting boys talk about how long will it be before that guy gets it covered up with something else? You know, the way you get your ex-wife's name covered up on your arm. What do you think, Matty? How long before he gets it covered up? Or cheese grated, maybe?
6 months, Steve. I'm going to call 6 months on that one.
Nah, you're going to be back in tomorrow trying to get Chris Eubanks' face fucking tattooed over.
Every time, just get a different face tattooed on the head.
That's why if you get a tattoo, you just get the words "your name" tattooed on you somewhere. So you go up to a chick in any bar and just say, "Hey, what's your name?" And, "Oh, I got your name tattooed on me." "Oh, no, you don't." And then you show her your fucking name. Yeah, then you fuck her.
Well, good advice, Matthew. You might get Chef Atif Isufi tattooed on the back at some point, maybe. Rob, who are you going for this week?
Oh, fucking hell. The whole fucking... the whole Saunders experience that you like at the beef and everything. Boo Boo and Canelo was fucking quality as well, man. I can't get over
Get the fuck out of here. You want payday. You want payday. You want payday.
And Eddie tried to fucking hang around. It was all great, but topped off definitely by the tattoo man, who's not going to regret that one, is he? He probably lost a few quid as well. But imagine a man who has got so much legal tender to invest. He probably threw a few quid on the bookies as well. I'd say he was pretty sure of the outcome, so it might be an extra tough weekend for him.
Macho, who are you going for?
Oh, I've got to go for the fluoride thing. I mean, that's some next level excuse. That's fucking unbelievable. That is just pure Moon Man conspiracy shit. I'm all over that. That's fucking fantastic.
Gavin Courtney, Mr. Fluoride. Ben, who are you going for?
You know what? We did him and just mentioned Back the Brit in the chat. We forgot that the girl Ali Drew going on about Back the Brits, trying to drum up some tent attention. So we forgot to nominate her because fuck that shit. I ain't down with this Back the Brit bollocks.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, fucking
great
hell.
quitting.
Fuck that. Yeah, I'll slap you with a Mexican flag. Fuck that shit. But you know what? I want to give it to Asgi. But I'm sure we can. He's just
you fucking got it, man. But it's good.
He had the blinder this week, didn't he? But you know what? I'm confident he can come again. That's the thing. I know he can be back with fucking perhaps even better. So I'm gonna have to give it to the tattoo guy because that's just fucking epic with the God Save the Queen, etc. in the background. It's fucking mental.
How much do you think that cost them, by the way? 500 quid?
500 quid, Jesus. I
Yeah,
hope
it's
not.
got to be expensive. Yeah.
I mean, they full back tattoos are no cheap, like.
Freaking hell. Matty, final to you. Have you already chosen? I can't remember now.
No, when Rob put it as the Billy Joe Saunders experience, I have to go that way. Yes, the Billy Joe Saunders experience.
The Billy Joe Saunders experience indeed. Let's savour it. Let's drink it in one final time before I hand back over to Matty. Here we go, boys.
I said to him before I did this, I only care about you.
Ready?
Come on, Billy. Up the gypsies. Come on. Fucking pull his head off, the fucking dosser.
Fucking pull his head off, mate.
Honestly, mate, I really hope that's a fucking hologram he's got in his bag there. I swear to God, I swear to his life.
Why did he draw Billy Joe Saunders as a kangaroo, the tattoo artist? What was that about?
He looked like some kind of weird creature, didn't he? Like he had what's that guy called in Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe? Mr. Tinmus or something like
Mr. Titmus.
It looks fuck all like Canelo and Billy Joe in the fucking tattoo compared to the picture. Like, fuck all like them.
Yeah. You say kangaroos, and I just realized that I bet you before we die, we're going to see Lucas Brown fight a kangaroo.
Kangaroo will definitely win.
I'd back the fucking kangaroo after the last fight, definitely. Somebody in Australia be making a fucking cake of that kangaroo's face.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the link actually, but he's went to a cheap artist. I'm going to show you the picture that I was talking about on the QT, right, on the DMs, because people they like us talking about Rangers and Celtic on the fucking chat apparently. So
yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, I'll go take
Say
off
this
the
our time. It is our time. Whose time do you think this is? You fuckers quite half 11 at night. For fuck's sake.
Hashtag fuck the listeners, Rob.
Exactly.
Fuck the listeners.
Fuck the listeners. Episode
Remember the Patreon, though. Remember the Patreon account.
Remember the Patreon. Patreon.com.
Yeah, apart from the Patreon guys, they're all sound a great bunch of lads.
Love you.
Craggy Island.
Yeah, and thank you to those that put into the super chat. We appreciate you guys.